Everything I'm about to say is just my opinion, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone for what I'm about to say. Not even Kagitani can save the horrendous things that happened in this episode. Do they think that this episode was good? When they produced this, when the producers in the studio made this fucking episode, did they think that it was suitable for an audience to watch? I feel so sorry for the light novel readers. I really do. There are so many reasons why this episode is bad. Yes, I love Kagitani. He's a fucking monster, and I love his character. But what they have done to his character, and at the same time, what they have done to this episode, what they have done to this series, is absolute horseshit. Last episode, it was a beautiful, beautiful episode, had a lot of emotions to it, and I felt sad. It was a really sad episode. I was heart-touched. I felt bad, all the events that happened last episode. But with this episode, now if you don't realize what's wrong with it, I'm about to let you know. In under 4 minutes. Yes, the 6-minute mark was where the episode was at, but I mean under 4 minutes if you exclude the opening song, the entire fight with the Agostria on the front lines and the back lines was finished. 4 fucking minutes. 4 fucking minutes. Do you know? Okay, this Agostria fight has been built up for multiple episodes now, and oh, guess what? 4 minutes. Out of this entire episode, we got 4 minutes of 4 minutes of this fight that should have been focused this entire fucking episode, because there was definitely a lot more content than just, oh, someone dying, some character getting eaten by a fucking Gosher I don't even care about, gets eaten, loses his freaking arm of his, like, helper, whatever, I can't even think right now, and I'm supposed to care? I'm supposed to care for this character that gets eaten alive? I don't even know this fucking guy. Okay, so the fight got finished in under 4 minutes. That's me counting out the opening. And then after that, we go into this other fucking scene of the aftermath of this great war that only lasted 4 damn minutes. Oh my god, 4 minutes, my god. Oh my god, there was so much death, there was so much carnage. We saw slight bad animation death out in the background. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful scene. I mean, come on. That animation, I mean, it was top notch. It was better than anything Shaft can produce. Oh, okay, I'm fucking lying. That's just degrading Shaft, even mentioning that. Just, they expect me to care about these enemies coming up, this enemy that has the Spear of Light. Okay, so let me explain what's wrong with this. In those 4 minutes of fighting, we have Rentaro and his gang go back, and they leave the front line to be able to hold off behind him, and pretty much stop the ambush of the Gostria. So when Rentaro and them destroyed that, which only lasts probably about 40 seconds, which was way too fucking quick, it should not even have lasted that long. It should have lasted like 8 minutes. That scene, oh my god, that was horrific. It was horrific. It was really, really bad. I mean, oh my god. And so, they say there's a Spear of Light. Oh my god, the Spear of Light. Did you see it, Rentaro? It's only happened in under a minute since you last seen me in this battlefield. I saw the Spear of Light. My character personality is changed in under a minute. Oh my god, Rentaro. Just the consistency of time in this 20-minute episode is terrible. So we go from a fight scene that's in the middle of the day, like early morning in the day, into nighttime, and you can definitely see that the fight lasted almost the entire day, because you see fucking nighttime. You see nighttime in the sky when they're in the forest fighting. So this fight lasted from morning to nighttime, and it was only less than 4 minutes. That entire time cut. My god, I'm fearful for light novel readers. I really am. I bet they feel like they're just getting their throat slit right now. Anyone that truly loves this series and they read the light novels, I bet they feel like their throats are just getting cut open when they watch this pile of shit. It's really bad. It really is. So besides the ranting at this beginning, let's move on. Let's move on to why everything else is bad, okay? So we go to the aftermath, as I was earlier talking about, of the scene of all these deaths that we're supposed to care about, even though it was cut in under 4 minutes. These deaths, we see the aftermath of all that's going on. Rentaro's looking all sad. We get to see the sensei come up, the professor scientist that lives underneath the scroll, comforting Rentaro, saying he should believe in what he believes in, stuff like that. And then we move to the next scene, which makes no fucking sense, because Shoni, whatever his fucking name is, tells Rentaro that, oh, you need to stay at this house. We have this house suited up for you. And let me just make sure you understand this. All these events I am talking about, got the Gostria fight, the freaking aftermath of the war, and going to this house, only is done in under 9 minutes of this episode. That is a lot of time frame and time skips they did in that. And then right after this 9 minutes, they go to this other army base camp freaking Sengoku era base camp with a freaking samurai leader, boss, whatever you want to call him, saying, "Oh, my son died. Did he die like a man?" Rintaro's like, he sees the freaking dude get eaten, and he's like, "Yeah, he died like a man." And then this dude, this dude of the freaking entire encampment says that, "Oh, no matter what you did, even if you went to go stop that ambush in the back that was going to kill and buttfuck everybody, you decided to leave and disobey orders and leave the front line. So I'm going to punish your entire group, and I am going to make sure your group gets disbanded." That's exactly what that dude says. You're in the middle of a Gostria war. You're in the middle of a fucking war about to kill humanity, and you're telling me you're going to split up this group that saved almost everybody. Anyone that was survivors of that probably got saved by Rintaro and his gang because they stopped that ambush from behind. And you're telling me you're going to blackmail and you're going to connive against Rintaro, the man that pretty much probably saved a lot of people? Okay, so, after that, we have the entire scene with Rintaro just going, saying, "Sorry, Inju, sorry about different things." He leaves, and all this other things go on. You see Rintaro walking through the forest. All of a sudden, he gets attacked by these rabid fell dogs, or whatever you want to call them. And then all of a sudden, you see Kagitani make his appearance. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was happy to see Kagitani come up on screen. I was like, hell fucking yes, hell yes, hell yes. I was like, fine, this episode might be a little bit better since it's been just completely garbage since the very beginning. And so Kagitani comes in. I love his attitude. I love his freaking atmosphere about him. I love his voice actor. All around, it was amazing. But the animation. Did you all see the animation on his mask? Go back to episode 1, 2, or 3 and look at his mask. Look at his mask and then look at this episode's mask of Kagitani, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That mask animation was just downright shitty. It really was. But I won't look past it. That's nitpicking on my part. Just animation, that's nitpicking. So I'll look past that. The scene, out of all the scenes in this episode, Kagitani's was the best because he definitely pretty much stated what I stated last episode review. Kagitani was right and humanity does not deserve to be saved. And pretty much Kagitani makes a prediction saying that Rintaro will eventually join his side, the dark side, of killing all of humanity, and he will not want to save anyone because they deserve to die. That's exactly what Kagitani brings up in this episode again, and so, I agree with him. I really do. So, overall, this episode was rushed, it was terrible, it was bad, Kagitani scenes were okay, it still wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it was the best parts of this entire episode. I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me and probably say that I am wrong, they're probably going to say there was nothing wrong with this episode. I understand everybody has their own opinions, and I'm not downing anyone for that. If you thought this episode was a godsend, the best episode ever, and you know, you want to throw gold at it, I'm fine with that. Just in my opinion, this was shit. It really was. And I have valid reasons why it was bad. From a standpoint of execution, everything was just not done properly. So everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.